Political discussion. Indian Prime Minister is in Japan, followed by after that he will be in China. 25 crore rupees is expenditure of going to one country. So 50 crore will be spent by the poor people of India as far as Indian Prime Minister is going to Japan and China. So we are hopeful that it will not be a kind of award ceremony where he will take this award or that award, and he will do some concrete about India, because India now it will pass through a very strained time, very straining time. 50% tariff on India as far as United States is concerned, it is applicable now. It is going on. It has started. We have talked about it that there is a cotton industry in Tripur, Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a province in India, and Tripur is a cotton industry out there, and there 3,000 crore, 3,000 crore. That is a very big amount. 3,000 crore rupees worth cotton product, garment product they were exporting to United States. India export more than $10 billion garment product to the America every year. $10 billion. I was checking how much this 3,000 crore rupees is. Then it came as around $0.4 billion. $0.4 billion is 3,000 crore. Just someone can think about $10 billion is the garment that from India it is going to the United States. Leather material. I believe Kanpur is a town in Uttar Pradesh, and their leather material were exported to the America. Now all will become jobless now. That is for 100% sure. The export will not decrease. Export will become zero. $86 billion is the Indian goods export, goods and services. $86 billion is the good export of India into United States. Now people are saying around $70 billion will be affected. More or less, some people are saying more or less it will remain under $20 billion only. Means around $66 billion will go away completely, because the whatever India is exporting into United States, like pharmaceutical, garments, and the mobile products, all are nothing. All have competitors from the Bangladesh, from the Vietnam, from China, from Mexico, from Spain in Europe, pharmaceutical area. There are competitors to it, and their tariff to the America is very less, 10%, 15%. This is the European Union, United Kingdom. Whereas China 30%, then Vietnam, Indonesia 19%. Their tariff is much lesser than India. So more or less whatever the Americans are getting products from India, same thing they are getting from where they will get from Bangladesh, Thailand, basmati rice, Thailand, Bangladesh, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia in cheaper price. Then why they will purchase Indian product? More or less, Indian products are being scrapped now. The honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, he has raised a red alarm to government of India that 3,000 crore business only in cotton industry is going to be in vain, zero. Now you have to think something, because thousands of people they will get unemployed. Mr. M.K. Stalin, just think about it. If $0.4 billion worth business, for that thousands of people will become unemployed. What about $66 billion? $66 billion. Think about how many lakhs of people they will become unemployed now. Okay, this is one news is surfacing. Another news surfacing is Mr. J.D. Vance, Honorable Vice President of America. Now he has made a comment on Donald Trump that Donald Trump is he is losing his memory. Means he is losing his memory, and that's why he is doing this and that or something like that. I forgot actually the name of the disease. It is related to Alzheimer's disease, where the person he loses its remembrance in cognition. This is what something is called. I forget the exact name of the disease. Okay, if it progress, then JD Vance will take over the presidential post as per the rule. This is what he has made a X. So is it something like that? Mr. Donald Trump is going through some mental disease, some disease that is related to the remembrance. That's why he's taking decision like this. 50% all of sudden tariff on India? Certainly not. Donald Trump is very hale and healthy. At least I can guarantee on that. He is very hale and healthy, and whatever decision he is taking in complete cognito, not in incognito, completely in cognizance. He is taking all the decision. So JD Vance does not need to worry about it. Donald Trump is very hale and healthy, and he is more or less nearing to 80-year old. And this he is the oldest president in United States history, 47th president. He is the oldest president in United States history, 79-year-old, 2 months. That much. He will retire as around 84-year-old. That is the scenario. So he is very hale and healthy. This is I can guarantee. And whatever decision he is taking, more or less all decision, what more or less all decision he is taking in high cognizance. That is for sure. How I am sure? Because Donald Trump never lies. If person is passing through mental disease or he is forgetting things through Alzheimer symptom is showing, he will lie. The biggest thing is he will lie. A weak person lies. Donald Trump is never found lying. A person who is forgetting things, what he knows, what he talks in the background. So he will change his statement because he does not remember what he said in the past. He do not remember much. So he will change. Donald Trump is never ever found changing his statement. Never. He never found lying anywhere. Never. He may say unpleasant. That is true. But he never found lying. Means he is completely what hale and healthy. He is more than hale and healthy. Anyway, these are the news that is surfacing. Now there is one Mr. Don. Okay, Mr. Don Farrell. Mr. Don Farrell is the Trade Minister of Australia. Australia is a country which is not known very much. I'm saying Australia is in two parts. One is politician part and one is people part. People in Australia, they have always opposed this United States government. Always. This is what I have seen. When George Bush he attacked on the Afghanistan and innocent people were dying. Australian people they had set a protest against the George Bush at that time also. Now when Gaza Strip problem is going on, Australian people are one of the foremost. They are protesting against the Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump. Australia, thousands of people they are protesting in Australia against the killing. Someone would say killing only, killing of the children. Thousands of people they have protested. Now again there was a protest in Australia for the people who are dying in Gaza Strip. Australia is a little different kind of country. Now Australian Trade Minister, Mr. Don Farrell, he has said that India is not a dead economy. The way Donald Trump has said that India is a dead economy. Mr. Don Farrell from the Australia, he is saying India certainly it is not a dead economy. Instead, India is a great opportunity country rather than dead economy. India is a great opportunity country. Means he is saying that India is a progressive country, that is for sure. Okay, I hope this means like that. But he has not said that India is a progressive economy. But he has said that India is a country of very high class opportunity. What is the opportunity and what is India? What's going on? Indian Prime Minister looks like after the because India has announced or more or less people are feeling that Indian oil company, India just say that you have to buy oil from this country or not from this country. Means India has obstructed, India has put a ban on the Indian oil company buying oil from the Iran, more or less. Because few companies are still buying, but more or less. Otherwise, it gives green signal that these countries are green signal country. You can buy because at the end, private companies and government supported companies like Indian Oil and these companies they buy crude oil from the different countries, not the Indian government buys. So these companies they will buy the crude oil from the any other country where they will find cheaper. That's why India is buying crude oil from 40 different countries because Indian companies whoever is finding wherever easy he is buying from it. Few companies are buying crude oil from the America also. That is other side of the earth. Naira Energy is buying from the Russia. Okay, I believe Reliance is also buying from the Russia nowadays. Indian Oil and BPCL and they are buying crude oil from Saudi Arabia and UAE. Few countries are buying crude oil from the Nigeria also. It is up to them. Wherever they find cheap, they are buying that. Okay, now news is surfacing that this is August time frame. In September, the crude oil purchase from the Russia, it is going to grow only. It is not going to shrink. Means India and America relationship is going to be sour, sour in taste, sour day by day. Now it is now people are waiting that if America will either it will bend in front of the India, or it will keep the 50% tariff, or it will increase 10 more percent as per the India is member of BRICS nation. So 60% tariff will come on India anyway. Now the Australian Trade Minister Mr. Don Farrell, he has said India is a great opportunity country. Why he is saying like that? Because Indian Prime Minister, now he is seeing, or Indian government, they are seeing India as one of the biggest manufacturing hub. China is the biggest manufacturing hub for the Chinese companies, not for others. Okay, Apple and those companies, they have invested in China, but they are very less only. Primarily 99% the China is the biggest manufacturing hub for the Chinese company. But there is no Indian company who makes any electronics or software or something like that. But anyway, Indian Prime Minister has declared that he will not leave any stone unturned which will stop India making a manufacturing hub. Now India is seeing its future as a manufacturing hub. Now Indian Prime Minister would make again a worldwide tour, or Indian industry minister or any other minister. Now shaking hand with all the head of the state, saying that you can send your companies to India. Just send your companies to the India. They will set up their manufacturing plant in the India. What they will get with that? Setting up manufacturing plant with the India, what they will get? Cheap labor. That is for guarantee. Very cheap labor in India they will get. What about the other resources? Everything we will provide you. Everything. What about rare earth metal? Indian government had declared that India will start a war scale search of the rare earth metal in India. They are hopeful. If China has rare earth metal, then India will also have rare earth metal. Indian Prime Minister announced that at a war scale, India is going to start searching of rare earth metal. That is where India is lagging. Otherwise, India has everything. India has many hydroelectric plants. So India will give electricity to the company, no problem. Crude oil, Russia is there. Crude oil, Russia is there. So crude oil, no problem. Electricity, no problem. Mineral ore, no problem. They will search. And then as far as labor is concerned, then Indians are ready. Means it is a cheap labor. So India has declared that it is going to make India as the biggest manufacturing hub for the foreign countries company. And there Australia is seeing now the hope now. This is background the scene. Mr. Don Farrell, when he is pleasing India, when he is talking positive towards India. Okay, I would rather say he is flattering India. Okay, when he is saying so good thing about India, that India is a kind of high opportunity country, what Australia is looking into the India. There is a person called Mr. Wong, who is the foreign minister of Australia. Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong has also said that 50% tariff on India from the United States is completely illegal, unethical. This is what he has said. Means Australia is not talking every positive thing about the India. Mr. Don Farrell, he has said that through the Skype or through any other through the internet, through the online way, he has already discussed twice, I believe, with the Indian Industry Minister Mr. Piyush Goyal on why Australia is praising India. Australia is found praising India. Okay, anyway, we have said that Australians are different in a way that their nature is. This is what we have seen. Australian people, especially, their nature is that they always raise voice against whoever is suffering. This is what we have personally seen. I don't know about the government, but people, they have always done like that. Sometime back, they had again a protest against towards the Gaza Strip problem, that is for the famine condition that is persisting in Gaza Strip. Children and old people are dying out of the starvation. Anyway, now when ministers are praising India, then what they are looking now? That is the question that is arising. They are looking. Australia is a ore-rich country. They have lot of ore, iron ore, gold ore, other metal ores are there. Now, Australia, when it is seeing that India is going to become a large scale manufacturing hub, then certainly they will need ore and resources, mining resources. Then Australia is ready to provide that, including uranium. Australia has everything. This is what Mr. Don Farrell is saying. Australia has rare earth metals also. Australia is the number two exporter of the rare earth metal after China. Australia has everything. Whatever India needs in the context of setting up the manufacturing hub in India, Australia will provide all the ores and metals, everything. Don't worry. Just just get companies to the India as a manufacturing hub because Australia population is very less, and then it is not as cheap as labor power as India. So India can become a manufacturing hub. That is for sure now, because Indian Prime Minister is also looking there. Now Australia is set to provide mineral and ore to India, and there Australia is looking for a fantastic opportunity in India. Now it is India now if they will take ore and minerals and metals from Australia, because Indian Prime Minister has said they will search rare earth metal on their own. This is what the idea is, because they cannot be dependent on other countries. What will happen if they stop supplying rare earth metal? Then the full manufacturing will stop in that fashion. So India want to be self dependent. Australia, sometime back, Australian Prime Minister or President, head of the state, he was in China for the free trade agreement with the China. China is number one manufacturing company in the world. Whoever is manufacturing, Australia try to get a stick with it so that they will buy their ore, metal and mineral from the Australia. So Australia want free trade agreement with the China. Australia want free trade agreement with the India. Now it is now going on that India will become the largest manufacturing hub. This is what Indian Prime Minister has declared. This is what the scene is. Is it really it will happen? That is the question mark that is going on. Is it really will it happen? Let's see India and US relationship. US is very angry on India for the relationship with the United States. I'm sorry, relationship with the Russia. The way India has made relationship with the Russia, America is very angry on the India. America has its own friendship country. There are many countries who are friend to America, including European Union. They have one kind of a group of country, one kind of collaboration, someone can say. There is one kind of collaboration that America has. If America is angry on any country, then full of its battalion, full of this group, they will try to stop, not only stop trade with India, they will try to hamper India. They will try to hamper the trade of the India. Okay, what is right now relations? What is right now dependency of India with the United States? India export $86 billion worth product to the America. There is something called goods and services. In goods sector, India export $86 billion worth product to the America. $86 billion. Now, where 50% tariff America has said, more or less people are saying that 86% will go on toss now, because there would be other competitor also, and India is not exporting anything to the America where America depends upon it. That is the problem. What about the services sector? Services sector that includes the software, the manufacturing of not manufacturing of electronics item, BPU, okay, or BPO. I don't know what is the full form, or the IT cell. IT cell means call center software unit where the product is not sent through ship and aeroplane. The product are going to via the internet. Okay, this is another kind of export India is doing. $380 billion is the export of India to the America every year in software industry. Does anyone know about it? The India software industry, India BPO, India call centers, other arena also. India export product, whatever the software product and other services to the America worth $380 billion. $0.4 billion was the 300,000 crore, 3,000 crore rupees Tripur cotton business. The thing that $384 billion India is earning for free from the United States as far as services sector is concerned. What will happen to the India if America becomes angry on India? If America close down services sector also, then what will happen to the India? $86 billion is okay as far as goods export is concerned. What about anyone can services export? Services export of India to the America in 1 year is $380 billion. That is what we are pointing on. That's why Donald Trump is saying India is a dead economy, because they know that India is earning because of European Union and America only. What about if $380 billion, if India start making a free trade agreement with Australia and here and there, it will make more annoying to the Donald Trump. And whatever, if he start pressurizing the country to roll back from the India, then more or less whatever right now $450 billion, $450 billion, what India is earning through America, it will go away. Okay, that's why India is searching for the all ore and metals inside India only, not depending upon any other country. What about if America will force Australia to stop giving the rare earth metal to India, and India start, means India has to come to a situation, to a standard where whatever manufacturing will happen in India, either India will be self-dependent or India will be dependent on the country who are completely not related to America, like Russia. This kind of scenario. Is it the sufficient? Now, again, I am asking, if India becomes self-sustained in rare earth metal and all the resources, or it will get from the Russia, that's it, or from Iran kind of country, who are never going to go away from the India, never. In that fashion, then India can afford to detach relationship with the United States or whatsoever? Certainly not. Certainly not. As I say, United States is not a country. United States is a group of countries. If India want to tackle anyone, what about if all the countries who are manufacturing their product in India? Certainly they will not be Russia or China. They will be other countries. And they get motivated from the America and they leave the India, because after all they will manufacture the product and they have to do the marketing. They will only manufacture product in the India. Will it be the end of the story that countries will come and they will invest in India as far as manufacturing is concerned? I don't think so. A powerful tree must have its trunk very powerful. If trunk of the tree is powerful, then only large tree can be sustained only on the powerful trunk. India must stand on its own. India must start producing products on its own. India must start research and development on its own. If India starts producing products on its own, and it is setting up its market, then probably Donald Trump will also bend. Why it will bend? Because American people, they will be using Indian products that they are not going to find anywhere else. If Chinese mobile are very cheap, then Donald Trump could not do anything to the China, because American people, they need Chinese mobile. It is very cheap, very good. It is much more 10 times cheaper than Apple mobile phone, 10 times. India has to come to that level. India must produce the product that is incomparable. Every country who are aligned to the India, their people, they will protest if they get away from the India. India has to come to that standard. Why are media running to this country and that country? Now they are looking for Japan. That Japan, they are seeing Japan as the next target. Means not all the Japanese companies now, they will manufacture in India. This is what Indian Prime Minister is looking for the future. That's why he is in Japan. Means all Japanese company, all They will come to India and they will start miss. If they are making bullet train also, they will manufacture in India only. This is what Indian Prime Minister is looking. What about if America put pressure on Japan tomorrow? Then, if India has all the product on their own, and American people, Japanese people, Brazilian people, South African people, any people, after all, government went in front of the people. If they are using Indian product, high quality products, and then they try to put trade and trade tariff and this and that, it will not work. In that fashion, India can go for largest manufacturing hub. So other countries they will invest in India because they know that nothing is going to happen now because India is a strong country on its own. First, you have to be strong on your own. Then only other countries should invest in your India. Otherwise, there is no warranty when they will roll back. At the end, what you will do? This is what I personally think so.